As I Lay Dying here on Full Metal Attack. That was A Greater Foundation off their most recent album, Awakened. Since the arrest, I don't know if he's been convicted yet, but since the arrest of the lead singer, As I Lay Dying has not done pretty much anything. Unfortunately for them, they had a singer who went to an undercover cop and hired him for his services to, how do I put it, take care of his wife. I don't want to be mean or rude.
Let's say put her in a pine box.
All right, that was a little worse than what I was.
For an unnecessarily extended period of time.
He hired the undercover cop to kill his wife.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, the undercover cop obviously didn't do it. He just arrested him on the spot. So, unfortunately for the band, they did make great music. I do not like the singer's choices, obviously. But, person or not, they did make great music, and that's a song off their latest album, Awakened. Before that, For Today, new music, Fatherless, one of my favorite songs on the album.
That was a very lyrically interesting song.
Oh, it was. And then before that, we had the surprise cover of 1,000 Miles. This one was by In Directions.
No, I think we got to tell the story a little bit of how that came about real quick. So it's last semester. We're trying to get the Radiothon going. Yeah, somehow or another, we had heard that song or it came up in conversation, and we just listened to it.
I basically went to you, and we were planning the Radiothon. We're like, we need to make something different. I said, let's look up random pop songs. And we looked up 1,000 Miles.
And
I'm like, they have to have a heavy metal cover of this. Like, they have to. And I look at it, I'm like, you know what, they may not. A lot of music doesn't nowadays. They don't make heavy metal covers. And this band had a professional recording, something you can download for free from the band of this song. And I was like, this needs to go on my iPod now.
And it's a surprisingly good cover. Surprisingly good.
I mean, let's not go too far. I mean, some my bands are good. Just because they're not everyone's cup of tea, they're still good music.
Right. But I'm saying it's a surprisingly good cover.
Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of people do horrible covers.
Right. Now, granted, not every song should be made a cover of depending on your genre. For example, Children of Bodom doing a cover of Britney Spears' "Oops, I Did It Again."
I think that'd be phenomenal.
What? Well, I'm just making a point. So, may not be everybody's cup of tea, but anyway.
Wichita State for the win.
Wichita State for the win.
Oh, man. Man. That's just great comedy fun here on Full Metal Attack. Family fun, really.
Yeah.
Listen to us on Live 365 and Ustream.com by searching WICR. We'll be back next week, won't we?
Hopefully, unless we have another snowstorm.
Yeah. Don't forget that next Tuesday we have our... Well, not this coming Tuesday.
Tuesday.
We have our Guitar Hero Rockathon. Come out, bow through the bracket, points to points, head-to-head battle.
Yes.
To win prizes.
Yes, there is no cover charge again.
No cover.
We emphasize that. You do not have to pay anything to get in the door. You show up, you sign up for the bracket, we organize it all.
Bring your friends, bring your dates, bring your dog if you want. I mean, I don't know if that's acceptable, but you do it anyway. Maybe he can play Guitar Hero.
We're going to find out. I will just say for the record, I'm a big Guitar Hero nut. I've owned every game for the consoles from GH1 all the way up to GH Warriors of Rock for the Wii. And you could tell when Activision took over, it was going downhill because of the kinds of songs they were putting on, the filler. But it was just still an awesome, awesome line. And then, Rock Band spurring off of that, another great series. I remember, back in high school, a lot of my friends would come over, we'd jam on it, we'd play a lot of fun with it. It's a really fun game, and it'll also expose you all, for those of you who show up, to a genre of music that we both believe does not get the respect it deserves.
This is very true, and this is happening at 7 p.m. in La Penta's End Zone. So you can grab a quick bite to eat, come to the tournament after you eat, have a nice dinner, come to the tournament, win some prizes.
It's that simple.
It's that simple, just like looking up WICR on Ustream.com and Live365.com.
And following us on Facebook and on Twitter.
Well, you can follow us on Twitter using the Twitter handle @IonaWICR. You can like us on Facebook using Facebook.com/WICR Iona College Radio. And you can also watch previously recorded shows along with work from MassCom students on NorthAvenueNation.com, which is the works for MassCom students. But to watch previously recorded shows, you can go to YouTube. You can go to YouTube.com/WICR Gales Radio. Well, that's it for. It's a mouthful. That's it for us tonight on Full Metal Attack. On behalf of me, Pete Considori, and Nick Rippo, I'd like to say thank you for stopping in and listening. And we'll be back here next Thursday.
Provided all the snow's been moved
into various places that won't impede us from getting into school. We'll see you next Thursday at 6:30.
Enjoy the week, guys, and don't forget about Tuesday.
And don't forget, tomorrow morning at 9, the morning show. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for listening in.
Good night.